Let's start with the definition of what's real. There's three definitions that make up what is real, or you could say what is reality. And the three definitions are: it has to be permanent. It doesn't come in and out of existence. It doesn't fluctuate in any way. Okay. The second one is that it exists and it knows that it exists. It's knowing existence. And the third one is that it shines by its own light. There's nothing prior to it to give it energy. It is the source of all energy. So it's self-energetic, self-illuminating. Okay. So anytime, well, let me keep going on this. The only definition that meets these three criteria is your being. Your being does not come in and out of existence. It doesn't fluctuate by any means. And it knows itself. It exists. You know you exist. Do you not? Yes. And that knowing existence, it just is. That's the isness. That's the be as you are of this. It just is. It's primal. There's nothing before your being. So if you use these three criteria as a basis of understanding of when you have an experience, does it meet these three? So your breath work came and went. It wasn't it. It was euphoric. We don't deny it. It was wonderful. Let it be wonderful, because it got you here. You should praise it, because it started you on this path. Yet, it's not what is pointed to here. As you settle into this understanding, the ego is going to get really, really sleight of hand on you. Okay, looking at the clothes. Okay, that happened. You weren't there for a moment. Wonderful, right? That most likely met the three criteria of reality. You experienced reality there. But what happens is the ego, so excited that it felt reality, wants to know reality, so it came in and it tried to grab a hold of that experience to know it, and it can't know it. So what is non-real stepped in to try to know what is real, and it shot you back out. And then you said, I'm spending more time without me. And this is like getting as subtle as it can be. Who is not being me? Who is the one that thinks there's a me that's not being itself? See how slippery that is? It's another form of identity. The ego is saying, hold on, Jose's onto me. And I need to do whatever I can to keep up an identity. So I'm going to play along with Jose. I'm going to become somebody who isn't. And that will be my new identity. Okay? So where this is going is, if you continue down this path, you're going to have to see that when you slip into what you're after, there's no person there, like what you're saying, right? There's no identity there. like when you were staring at your laundry. There was no identity. There was the absence of identity. And then the ego stepped in and identified with it. And if you were to ask yourself, who was that? The ego would have made up something like, oh, it was me not being me as I stared at the laundry.